Hey YouTube, everybody is doing well today. In today's video, we're going to be going in pretty deep. We're going to be talking about the spiritual 5D Ascension. If you see me looking down, please know that I have written some things down because I channeled earlier and received a lot of divine information. And I want to make sure that I'm giving it to you guys in an accurate and straightforward way. So you guys are probably wondering, what is 5D? So currently, at the time that we're in, there is a spiritual ascension taking place. As human beings, we exist on the third dimension, right? Now, when you go to the fourth dimension, that will be like the spiritual realm. Then above that dimension, you have the fifth dimension. The fifth dimension is really awesome because it is basically you're able to manifest things really quickly. You're able to live in a way that is less dense. It's more uplifting and more upbeat. And it's not as draining as the third dimension that we're living in. So it goes really deep. I want to jump right in and I want to give you guys some things that are happening right now that is causing this shift. And I also want to give you guys tips that are going to help you with ascending into that 5D as well, because not everyone, unfortunately, is going to make it. All right. So one of the first things that we're noticing, I don't know that you guys have peeped this, but time is speeding up. Oh my gosh, like it is going by really fast. And no, it's not just because of daylight savings. Time's been going by fast for a long time. It's funny, I was eating dinner with my family tonight and I looked at the clock and it was 8 o'clock and I'm like, okay. I looked at it again and it was 8:45, and this probably would have usually felt like 10 minutes, but that 10 minutes was like 40 minutes. And this is not the first time I've noticed this. And I've asked a lot of other people, they picked up on the same thing. So time is going by quicker because we're seeing a merging of the dimensions. All right. Number two, right now, at this moment in time, there are a lot of solar flares that are hitting the planet. What are solar flares? Solar flares essentially are beams of light, beams of energy that come in from the sun and they hit the solar system. These solar flares are extremely powerful because they cause DNA upgrades for human beings. They cause a change in our climate. So you guys may notice a lot of warmth. You may notice a lot of light and sunshine. And what happens is that the solar flares also cause us as human beings to grow and ascend. So if you're able to, I'll recommend spending at least 15 to 30 minutes outside each day so that you're able to really pick up and absorb that energy. All right. Number three, this is something that we're seeing play out maybe in our families, maybe with our friends, and also we're seeing this play out in the world, whether it's politics, whether it's celebrities, but due to the energy right now, nothing can be hidden. Everything comes to light. Everything is going to be revealed. And what's happening is that energy, basically, in order to evolve, to grow and ascend, and even for people that may not be interested in that, but it's just going to reveal everything. That's just the nature of the energy. And what happens is that a lot of people may be seeing this in their relationships. So say if you've been in a friendship and you guys have had feelings for each other for a long time, that's going to show itself. And you may be faced with a decision of, do I want to be with this person? Do I want to spend my life with them? That's more of the positive aspect of being able to grow and nurture in that love. But say on the negative side, if there is someone that you're with that you don't really care for, that you shouldn't be with, that energy is going to reveal itself in a way that you guys are going to see that you may not be compatible, right? If someone's been lying for a long time, they're going to be served up that karma with lying, all right? Those lies that have been happening are going to be revealed. We've seen this with a lot of politicians that have been making up lies that to basically get to where they're at in their career, where they may have done it in a dirty way and not really worked up to the top in a way that's sustainable, right? And really earning what you deserve at the same time. So this is where that karmic element comes in. So if you've been working hard for a long time, you haven't been recognized, say you've been putting in extra work, you may be promoted this year, you may receive a bonus, you may receive extra pay, right? In the same token, if you're someone that stomped on people to get to the top, that person may be let go, that person may be fired, they may be demoted. So really what we're seeing too is karmic depths are being played out, whether they're positive or negative, they're playing out on a large scale. And the biggest thing is to really be careful with how we're operating, making sure that we're operating from a higher light, from a higher space, being kind to each other, being supportive to each other, but also being protectors at the same time, not letting anyone take advantage of us, standing our ground, speaking our truth, and being honest in many different ways. All right. You guys, those are a few things. When we really look at it, it seems so high level and advanced, and it is, but we have to break it down to see how is this playing out in our everyday lives, right? So getting into that, I want to talk about what can we do as human beings to ascend and elevate. Number one is to spend as much time as possible in nature, right? So really ground and soak up that energy, whether it's going on a hike, sitting under a tree, spending some time near the ocean and the beach. That nature, what it's going to do is it's going to heal us, it's going to ground us, and it's going to enable us to really absorb and soak up the energy while not going crazy. Because the energy is so powerful, we will see a lot of mental illness that's on the rise. A lot of people will be going crazy. And also, a lot of people that have more of a dense energy, unfortunately, and this is not for me to judge, but I'm being honest and straightforward, a lot of those people may not make it to the shift. You guys know what that means without going into detail, right? So we want to make sure that we're spending time in nature because it's going to help to really free up a lot of that tension, a lot of that spiritual weight that may be holding us back. We want to also do workouts like yoga. We want to do dancing, walking, and meditation, because what's going to happen is that this is going to keep the energy flowing and really prevent stagnation, right? So we don't want to have stagnation. We want to flow as much as possible to bring in that movement, all right? Also, you guys, keep your heart as light as a feather. Forgive people if anyone's hurt. You don't have to always contact someone. Sometimes you can just forgive through prayer or through vocalizing and saying, I forgive this person. And what that's going to do is that's going to really free up any tension or anything that you're holding, right? We want to also make sure that we're not stressing over things. Stress is a normal part of being human, but if we're stressing, release it. Do not hold on to it. Feel it, acknowledge it, let it pass by, and then release, okay? That's really important, because if we're holding on to things, it may keep us trapped and weighed down. Last but not least, I want to say observe, and observe. We want to really watch at this time. How are the people acting around us? What is the climate like around us? What's happening in the world, right? We want to observe our friends. We want to observe our family. What's happening in the workplace. Through this discernment, it's going to serve you really well. And it's also going to help to protect you as well, because you can see the spiritual lens that people are operating from. Once again, things are going to expose themselves. So say that you've had a friend for a long time, at this moment in time, you can really see how people feel about you, whether that's on the side of them caring about you a lot and loving you, or if that's on the side of them maybe having jealous or envious feelings for you. Just really keep an eye on people and watch them. And I think that spirit is going to show a lot of us right now who should be in our life and who shouldn't be in our life, all right? So you guys, I really hope that this video, that you enjoyed it. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And I also want to hear from you guys if you've noticed any of the things from this video that are factoring into the spiritual shift. And also, if you notice other things that I didn't talk about, please feel free to share them. Peace and blessings.